Hey guys, welcome to the third installment of the TOBEs.
TOBE!
Thinking outside the box episode. I almost forgot what it was fucking stood for a second, but
Like me last week.
yeah. But thank you guys for being on the Patreon again. This is the only time you will hear this or see this, depending on how you want to view it or listen to it, I guess. But
Consume it. Yeah, consume it.
you're right. That's a better word. But yeah, we just try to keep keep an open mind and kind of get you guys thinking about some things that you might not have thought about before.
Right.
So this week for my Think Outside the Box segment is just focusing on commitment
Ooh.
and not motivation.
Ooh.
So kind of what I mean by that is you just to get anywhere that you want in life, you have to be committed to a goal or something like that, and not be committed to being motivated to do it.
Yes.
I guess you know what I mean. So, and I could bring this podcast into that, right?
Yes.
There are times where, especially for me, because I do the editing and the posting and things like that,
Right, man.
I am not always motivated
I'm sure.
to post and shit like that. You guys probably haven't noticed because nobody cares, but I haven't been posting as much recently on social media for the last couple days. I've just been kind of going in a slump, and that's not good because I kind of lost the commitment in the last couple days, or probably about last week, to be honest. But you have to focus on being committed to what you're doing rather than focusing on the motivation. So for this, like, we're very committed on putting an episode out a week, every week.
No matter what.
We have not missed a single week, and even the bonus episodes and things like that.
Right.
Once we decided to do them, we committed to them.
Right.
There are times where content may be harder to come up with, or
for sure.
like I said, the editing, and Steve knows I'm up. Sometimes I've been up till like 2, 3 in the morning, and I got to get back up at 7.
Yeah.
And
kudos to you for that, man.
I talk to people all the time. I'm like, man, I got to get this podcast done, and they're like, just put it out on Tuesday, and I'm like, I can't.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
We've already promised you guys and committed to you guys, and we've talked about that before too. Is that I put things out there so that you guys have kind of expectations of us.
Right.
So then now I feel like I have to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for us, the bonus content comes out on Monday, right? The full episode comes out on the Patreon on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And then the regular episode, or, the full episode comes out to the public on Wednesday. And then we try to put something out on Friday for you guys on the Patreon as well as a bonus piece of content, or over the weekend. Sometimes that's not as easy as we want it to be because we got lives and we're working and all that kind of stuff.
And a lot of it is that we don't have nowhere to go. I mean,
right,
we
that
just
too.
ride around in the car, every week. So.
We did that a couple weeks ago, so
yeah,
I mean, I don't want to double up on that too quick.
Sure.
I mean,
for sure.
We both got some ideas of what we want to do for you guys, but given situations and things like that, and we just can't time it out. But we didn't necessarily commit to that part, the bonus piece on Friday or the weekend or whatever.
Right.
But we did commit to the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing.
Yes.
And that's something that we've always stood by. We've maybe changed up the days a little bit here and there, but we've been open and honest about it.
Right.
Trying not to put something out, or not putting something out when we said we would and you guys expect it, and then being like, what the fuck happened?
Right.
And then just putting it out the next day. I don't like doing that. If that were to ever happen, we would be open and honest with you probably on the episode, or we would put a little post out or a video or something like, hey guys, this is what happened.
Right.
It's not going to be out on Monday. It'll be out on Tuesday, or whatever. But that's us committing to the podcast and committing this to you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, and you guys know this as a real standpoint or as a real human. We're not always motivated to do this.
No.
We are not. But I enjoy it and I
Yes.
love it and things like that. But we have committed to do it, and I think that has taken us farther than any motivation would have.
Right.
Especially at the beginning.
Yeah.
At the beginning, we promised, for those of you guys who listened since the beginning, that we would put out at least 7 episodes. That was our commitment at first, right?
Damn.
That was a long time
that.
ago. Yeah.
Fuck.
Because, the average podcast stopped after 7 episodes.
Right.
And obviously that's just a general statistic, but it was because people focused more on the motivation, right? They were motivated to do it, but they weren't committed. And just that, and then you're not getting the views that you wanted to get, or the listens, or the feedback, or you weren't making $1 million yet, or whatever, no sponsors, whatever it was, and people just die off, right, and slow down. And I've known people to do that as well. And I think the difference with us is we committed to it. We committed to it no matter what. And then by the time we got to our 8th episode, we said, dude, this is fucking fun.
Yes.
And we committed to better equipment. We at this point, it's becoming an investment.
Right.
And I'm not saying that we're going to get famous or anything like that, but our numbers are growing every week and things like that. And that's because we are committed to it. It's not because we're motivated to do it. Your views and your streams and stuff don't necessarily motivate us. Like, it does, but that's not the point.
It's not why we do it.
The point is to be committed to it. And we even talked about that originally. Like, it doesn't matter if 4 people listen a week. You know what I mean? It's just fun.
Right.
We have great conversations, I think, and we just try to share this with you guys, kind of like what we're doing now. So, to me, I think that's a better thing to do, is be committed to something rather than motivated.
Right. I might have spoke on this in one of the past podcasts, but there was something I read that pretty much it's another way of saying what you just said, and it's called the do something principle.
Okay.
So the do something principle says that no matter how you feel, do something. It's kind of like a reverse way.
I remember that.
Yeah, a reverse way to motivate yourself. Because a lot of times, for example, let's say,
especially with like mental health type stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great point.
You got to do something. You got to go outside. You got to do something. Get out of the bed.
Right. And then that a lot of times will in turn motivate you to keep going. Like, for example, you don't want to go to the gym that day, but you get your ass up and you go do it. Next thing you know, afterwards, you feel like, damn, I feel rejuvenated. I'm glad I did that.
It's because you were committed.
Right. Maybe now next time I'll remember this feeling and I'll want to go. So it can kind of rejuvenate your motivation to just do something regardless of how you feel about it. So
right.
Motivation comes and goes, but
commitment is forever.
It's like talking to a bitch.
Right.
So
all right. Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Anyway, my TOBE for the week is about outlet malls, man.
Oh shit! Okay.
So, and I love how every week we have 2 completely different ways of our 2 answers are completely unrelated. Like,
I love
completely
it.
different.
I love it.
Categories, genres, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so I was watching a show that talked about outlet malls, and the outlet mall is not really an outlet because 85 to 100% of merchandise that goes into outlet malls are manufactured for the outlet mall. It is not a situation in which, this shit didn't sell at the Macy's up the street. Right. Let's send it to the outlet, mark the price down. No.
Really?
No. They intentionally use cheaper materials.
Oh, shit.
And intentionally, and then when they send it to the outlet, they'll say, oh, yeah, this was originally $50. That's a manufactured number.
Right.
But we're giving it to you for $10.
Right.
Look at the deal. Look at the money you're saving.
Right.
You know what I mean? But no.
I've kind of noticed that at like the Nike shops, you can't get the high-end Nikes that you want.
Right. There's a reason. And it ain't because they sell out.
Right. They just didn't have them.
Right.
They didn't have them.
Guess what? The shoes that don't sell out at Finish Line don't go to the outlet. They sit at Finish Line.
Right.
They get sent back to the manufacturer for a credit or something. Most of those shoes don't make it to the outlet. The ones that do are like B grades or stuff with true defects on them. Maybe returns. And they're like, well, fuck it. We'll send it to the outlet.
Right.
But as far as the clothing, that blew my mind.
That's crazy.
Like they even have separate factories. Like yes,
okay,
cheaper materials. Yeah, that's why it's not just defective stuff like the stitching's wrong on this shirt, send it to the outlet. No, like these clothes are specifically designed to go to the outlet.
Wow.
So we're in the outlet thinking, oh shit, I found this shirt for $10, dude. It was normally like no, they
made it for $6.
Right,
like,
right.
Wow.
And the fact that they even call it an outlet mall is completely it's made to deceive you. Like it's not an outlet whatsoever. Isn't that mind blowing?
Wow, that's awesome. Bro.
Isn't it?
That's crazy.
It is.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because, like I said, the only time I've ever kind of like not necessarily like intentionally, but like I purposely went to an outlet mall was to get a certain pair of shoes that kind of just came out a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And I was like, I highly doubt they have them, but let me check. Right. It was an Under Armour store. We got one of those like an hour away or something like that. So I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. They were all sold out online, and I wanted to see them, in person, see how they feel and things like that. And I get there, and like everything they had was like 2 or 3 years old.
Right.
And I was like, where's the da-da-da? Where's the these? Where's the, and I'm just like, damn. But I didn't pick up that, things were, I guess, made for that. There's no way you would have known that.
Right. I mean, if you really think about it from this perspective, it doesn't make sense. Like, you telling me there's so many clothes being manufactured that they just don't sell and they just, send them to the outlet. You know what I mean? Like, think about all the clothes you see at this huge outlet store. They're not small stores. Right. They're not stores of, just 2 or 3 of this shirt and 2 or 3 of this shirt and
it's
this
a whole fucking
it's
Nike
a whole
store.
Exactly.
Right.
But it's the outlet store, not no. Like that's just their Gabriel Brothers version of Nike.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? And when I bought one pair of shoes at the outlet before, I noticed, that was from the Nike store. I don't know the situation. So I felt like they were good quality shoes. Maybe not. Maybe there was something defective on them. I just didn't notice it. Maybe it was a return. Right. And then it was like, well, we can't sell it brand new now. Send it to the outlet. So, who knows? But it's the deception.
That's
and
crazy.
The older I get and the more I realize shit like this, it's just... It really makes you not that people that say they don't trust the government and all that. I mean that you really don't have much of a reason to when you realize like everything with any sort of power, any entity with a bunch of money,
it's all manipulation.
Like it's all mind games and manipulation. It's just so. Next time you go to the outlet, I'm not saying don't shop there. They do have clothes. I mean,
they definitely have clothes.
I mean. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if you wash them a couple times and they tend to fall apart quicker than the ones you actually got from the Nike store. So
that is crazy. Like, I get that they're not as high quality, but the fact that they're not as high quality on purpose is the key difference. Is that it was made that way for this store, right? Knowing it's not going to be sent to the Nike shop. Or whatever. It's being sent to the outlet. It's
directly from the factory to the outlet.
Damn.
Yeah. And making you think you're saving money on it, but you're not.
Damn. And like you said, I mean, I'm not gonna not shop at outlets, but
just go in there knowing a little bit more.
Yeah. It definitely puts a little
that shirt you're thinking about buying, stretch it out a little bit. See what the quality is compared to other items.
Maybe wear a Nike shirt into the Nike shop and be like, this is way softer than what this is. Right. It's branded Nike and everything like that. So
and they can put $750, $75 on that tag, and then like, oh, you're only getting it for $20 though. Isn't that a steal? Isn't that a steal?
Right. It's just a sticker.
Right.
It's just a sticker.
They can really put whatever the fuck they want to on those stickers.
Right.
But we're dumb enough to believe like, holy shit. Yeah, they only marked this up $10. That's why it was $70. But then they marked it down 60%. Like, no, it's just a game that they play, and we buy it. 60%
off of a shirt is acceptable. 80% off of a vehicle is not. And that's a little teaser for the episode coming up. Because fuck that bitch. But that was good, man. That was good. You remember how we end the episode?
Always.
All right. Da-da-da.
TOBE! See you around.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out that bonus episode from the Patreon. If you like what you see, please subscribe, share the video, like the video, all that kind of stuff. Tell a friend. And if you want to see more of these bonus episodes 3 months before the public, sign up for our Patreon. We release new episodes every week and a ton of other bonus content. You can join for as little as $2 a month. Other than that, we do have merch options and all that kind of stuff. Follow us on socials and everything like that as well. But we do appreciate the support. Have a good day.